So if you use both Smartlead and HubSpot or any CRM, but you don't watch this video or you don't go to the website afonto.com/automations and implement the completely free automation that I've given away here, then I can't help you, because this is literally the number one automation that I would recommend to every single person that uses a CRM. Why this is so important is because when we get positive replies from Smartlead and transfer them to our CRM, the reason why we're doing that is because our CRM is integrated with all of the different softwares. When we send a proposal through DocuSign, it's synced with that stuff. When we close the deal, we've got workflows for all of that stuff. And here's a really important part. When you look at your actual departments, you've got marketing, sales, and you probably, if you're a bigger company, you've got other ones. Marketing, their goal is to generate 30 deals in my case, but we're not generating 100% of deals through Smartlead. We've got deals that come through from content creation. We've got deals that are going to be coming through from affiliates. And so where are we going to put these deals that are coming from these other sources? Are we going to store them in Smartlead, or are we just going to store them in our CRM? And so if we store them in our CRM and we've got this really messed up pipeline that has some leads somewhere, some leads other places, some leads everywhere, it doesn't make sense. And so you need to implement this automation to streamline your marketing and sales strategy. And so what this automation is going to do is take your Smartlead positive replies, put them in HubSpot so that you can easily continue the sales funnel. And if you watch the other video that I released, how to create a two-way sync with HubSpot and Smartlead, that's how we are getting these conversations happening here. By the way, I'm still using both platforms. They serve their purpose. So this person over here, they're actually in Smartlead right now. And where I responded was in the main campaign, but I put them in a subsequence, and the subsequence has yet to start. And so that's why you're seeing them in the closed lost section. And so in the closed lost section, we've got a closed lost reason, which is called sequenced. And so when a person is in sequence, that means they're going through the Smartlead sequence. But again, because we're having all of these synced activities, we have one view that we can manage everything. So let me show you how to set this automation up. You go to afonto.com/automations. It's going to be at the top here, but I'm planning on releasing tons and tons of automations here. So if you don't find it, simply just search HubSpot. So HubSpot, there's going to be a bunch of them here. It's called Auto Create HubSpot Deals when Smartlead categories change. Next up, you're going to scroll down a little bit, and then you're going to download the blueprint. So download the blueprint, unzip that, and also read the instructions. And so I mentioned that you can pair this with the associate companies' emails and meetings to new deals. And so this goes really well with that. And it also goes really well with this video over here on how to create a two-way sync. Next up, you read the instructions. And so as you can see, it's super simple. I've done everything for you in this automation. So you simply click this button, create a Smartlead webhook. And so this Smartlead webhook is going to include the positive categories. And so in my case, I'm treating my go-to-market strategy as if I'm a client of mine, right? And so this is typically what we're doing at the very beginning. And then we're transferring leads to clients. We're transferring meeting-ready leads to clients. And then the leads are being closed by the clients for when they work the deals. And so when a lead is transferred or meeting ready, that's when I transfer it over. And by the way, why this is super cool is because we can sync these categories with our HubSpot stages. And so as you can see, this is how we are syncing the categories. So transferred is going to be one of these. Meeting ready is going to be one of these. And so you don't necessarily, if you're a lead gen agency, you don't necessarily need to have the same deal pipeline stages as your Smartlead categories, because as I did mention, they serve two different purposes. One is for marketing and getting new leads. And then another one is for converting leads into closed revenue. And so this is where my deal stages start. But realistically, they also start in the close and loss sections, which is the subsequences that I just showed you guys previously. Okay, so we go back to this. You've created the Smartlead webhook. You've downloaded the blueprint. It's already here. Next thing you need to do is you need to determine whether you want to create a sync with the Smartlead categories. And so with the Smartlead categories, when we go back to Mary over here, when I change Mary to any of these, do I want that to affect the deal? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think that when a lead is transferred and it's in sales, now it's in sales. We don't really need to touch it. The only reason I'm ever touching it is to not really, right? I prefer having a one-way sync. And the reason why, we go back to the org chart, marketing generates the deals, and then sales converts the deals into closed revenue. And so once a deal is in sales, is in the sales department, why does marketing need to do anything with that, right? It's like, oh, we create a two-way sync where now you're doing Google ads, and then something happens in Google ads, and then you switch the lead category, the HubSpot pipeline. It doesn't make sense, right? So I prefer to have a one-way sync, but I'm giving you guys the option over here to do that. And then the next parts are pretty much done for you. It's going to associate the contact. It's going to associate the company to the deal and add all of the emails on your behalf. Again, this is everything. So this is everything you need. Once you've set this up, click on this, pair this automation with this, right? So these are going to work really, really well together because you're going to have all of the conversations and all of the deals inside HubSpot. However, I will point out that I have one disclaimer here, which is associate deals, companies to new deals. Oh, actually, this is great. Didn't I have a disclaimer somewhere where let's see. I've got so many automations here. So I've got a HubSpot one, which is log all Smartlead emails to HubSpot. So I've got this one over here. This one is another one that you can pair with it. But I do have the disclaimer that there is a BCC method that's superior to this. So these are the three automations that you can use. All of them work. And like I've been using them. It's great. Like you have all of the deals in Smartlead. You've got your departments figured out. Marketing generates leads, sales converts those leads, and then service does everything else. Cheers.